Hi. So this is going to be the second part of how to host a static website on Azure. So the website I'm going to be hosting here is going to be having a CSS script. It's going to also have some JavaScript embedded. So very similar to the first one I hosted, but with much more content. So the reason why I'm doing this is just because I would want you to automate this. Probably put all the scripts in a bash script so that you can run them seamlessly. So you can copy and paste the script while pausing the video. So the first step of the script is for you to create a resource group. Then the second line of code is for you, second line of command is for you to create a storage account. Then you move on to create your app service plan. So after you create your app service plan, so you create the web app service itself. Then you copy your repo to the app service. That will be good to go. So let's begin with. So here I've created uh, storage account that I'm going to be using. The resource group, that is first one I created here. So followed by the storage account that I'm creating right now. So I'm creating the storage account I created is block site, as you can see on the first line. So on the second stage, that is where I'm creating the storage account. The resource group was created first. Is a group create, and which is the name of the resource group block site. Then the location is East US. So after that is created, so I go on to create the storage account. So with the name blog website storage. So that is the storage account I'm using here. So and I'm going to be referencing the storage. I mean, I'm going to be referencing the resource group I created earlier, which is blog site. So still the same location. We're going to be using SKU standard, and the kind of storage I'm going to be using is going to be a blob storage. The access here is going to be auth. Another option is to use a pool. So let's move on. So that is running now. So this has just been created. The storage account has just been created. So we'll move on to the next stage. So I'm going to be referencing my storage account because I want to create a key list. There are going to be two keys I'm going to be creating for the storage account and for this resource group. So that's my storage account name that I'm going to be referencing. Is a storage account keys list. That's G block site dot name of the storage account, which is blog website. So the key has just been created two keys. So I have to pause the video in between so that I'm going to save some time while the commands run in background. So now I'm creating a container for content. User storage container create -n content account name. Still the log storage account. That's what I'm going to be using. Name of the content I've created here, just like a folder, it's called content. And I'm going to be using one of the keys. I'll pick the first one, paste, copy and paste. So that is the access key. So link up my folder. container folder to link it up and make it publicly accessible. So once that is done, I'm going to hit enter. So here there's an error, and you may come across errors like this probably when you are entering your command. So you have to look through. Is there storage container create error ambiguous option? Account could not match. So let me look at where the error came from. Okay, the account I created. I remember I used a blog. Okay, instead of a account key, I use a account space key. So there should be a dash between account key that I'm referencing. So on that error again, unrecognized argument, account name. So the account name too needs to be a double dash. So you have to watch out for all that. So the error message you get would tell you what part of the line of command you should correct. So hit enter and wait. That is created. The container is created. So after in which you create the container, then you are going to move to creating a service plan for your web app service. Is it app service plan, create, and so you give it a name. Here I'm going to give it my app service, or you can give it any name you like. It all works. So the resource group, I'm also going to be referencing my resource group, the blog site, the one I created first. The SKU is going to be free because I'm using a free account. So you hit enter. Let me pause while that's okay. That runs quickly. So since I've created my service plan now, the next thing is just for me to create the web app service. So after I do the web app service, then I will now do the deployment by linking my repo to the app service. Is a web app deployment. This shouldn't come now, it should come later after which I've created deployment, but let's do this and see what we get. Source group blog site, blog website, so the blog site, branch, master. So I told you deployment needs to come last. Repo, repo URL. So that's my repo there. You can check it out. rise/slash starter blog site. So I'm going to copy the repo link, put here for my deployment. Though this should come last after in which I've created the web app service. So if I should hit enter now, this would not run through. It will tell you non-app, no, app doesn't exist. So please create the app for us through the service plan we have created. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I'll create the web app service. App web service, great. EZ web app, create, name, Azure blog. So I have now created the web app service. So after that, I'm going to repeat the other step I did earlier, the deployment step, which is the last stage. So it's still saying non-app doesn't exist. So let me check it out. Okay, the resource group I selected here was wrong, so I should use the right resource group, which is blog site instead of blog website. So because I didn't reference the right resource group, so now that is corrected, so it's running. So while the deployment is running, I can copy the URL link for my project. Since it's unique, I can take it to the browser to check if it has finished deploying. Though it's still running, the deployment is still running, but let me go and check and see if I can view the website. So if you go to the Azure portal, you can see the resource group you created from your command prompt. You can see every other thing you have done with your command, the service plan, the web app service as well. So that's the web app service you created. That's the storage account you created too with your command. So everything is in the Azure portal. You can view on the portal, see different options. So the command is still running, deployment is still running. So while the deployment is running, the same thing I showed you earlier in the command prompt is here on the console. So I'll go to the web page and see if I can browse it. So it's still loading. So that means deployment is still running. Still running here as well. So we can't see anything on the web page. Okay. Deployment is complete now. So you can go and visit the website. That is the name of our site, just like the domain name. So if you go to the same thing now, refresh the web page, blog site, refresh. Oh, still showing no deployments, but nevertheless, after a while, this will repopulate. So let me refresh the web page. So refreshing the web page, then I think we are good to go. It's loading. Refresh here. Still showing no deployment. Well, let me go to the website. It's like the website is loading already. Good. The website has finished loading. As this blog website .azurewebsite.net. So you are good to go. Thank you.